What is up, guys? It is Classical here back again with another video, and today, my friends, we are going to look at how I performed during the Sinnoh Classic tournament, or what was my inspiration for the Sinnoh Classic tournament, and where I got my team building ideas and what the team really was that I used. So stay tuned. So first, as I said, we are going to look at my team building ideas, and right off the bat I knew that I really wanted to build a Hail Room team built around Torkoal, because Torkoal is fucking awesome, man. Torkoal is fucking awesome, especially with Eruption and Blizzard. Such good synergy, man. Such good synergy. The team is basically a Firewater Grassblower as well as a Trick Room setter and 2 Trick Room supports. Now the Blastoise is my Trick Room support because it got Follow Me, and this was a detrimental part of the team why I couldn't play this team, because I just couldn't get my hands on a Follow Me to Wartortle or Squirtle or Blastoise. So that kind of blew the idea of this team away. Or otherwise I probably would have used this team had I gotten my hands on a Wartortle or Blastoise with Follow Me in time. Next team I tried to make a little more standard and a little more reminiscent of the metagame. I used Latios and Metagross, like the go-to combo like back in the day. They resist almost every multi-targeting move except for Snarl, and Snarl isn't really that common, so really good lead, or pair rather. Also, I added a Gardevoir because first I had a Cresselia, but then I added a Gardevoir because otherwise I would just have 3 dark weaknesses, and 2 dark weaknesses are also already pretty detrimental against a Weavile matchup, so not really what I was looking for. Then I have a Hitmontop for setting up either Tailwind or Trick Room with Gardevoir or Latios respectively, and then I have a Rotom-Heat and a Mamoswine just for pure offense. That was the team, the triple psychic team. I had quite some success with it, but I figured I wouldn't want to run this team because I found out that many other people were running triple psychic, and I found the counter to this team, or the triple psychic, in Houndoom. Man, Houndoom is just so good. Unfortunately I didn't reuse Houndoom because I used another mod that was pretty fun at the end. And here I also tested out Zapdos for the first time. Zapdos really good. Yeah, but anyways, let's talk about Houndoom and how it combos well with Heracross. Houndoom and Heracross have such good offensive synergy. It's amazing, man. But yeah. But what I found out is that they kind of lose against fairy types like Togekiss, Gardevoir, Azumarill, especially Azumarill, because Azumarill was pretty on a lot of places here. So this is why I have 3 Azumarill counters / checks on my team in Zapdos, in Empoleon, and Ludicolo. Yeah, that's it. That's it for this team. Not really much to say about it, except for it was really fun. So, but the Houndoom Heracross idea, I wanted to develop a little, and I was like, maybe I should add a Kangaskhan onto the team, and a Crobat for Tailwind support. Like, this is the first time I had the idea of baby Kangaskhan, and I never regretted going back for that. Like, it's just such a good mod. Kangaskhan is a pretty good mod. Not just Mega Kangaskhan, but make regular Kangaskhan as well. I also had a light screen and reflect Latios just to support the Kangaskhan a little more. This team was really centered around Kangaskhan, but I found out later that Kangaskhan might not just be the one to center your team around. So because Kangaskhan is more of a support move, similarly to what it does in VGC 2016, which is more of a support move with fake out. So yeah, that's why this team kind of failed me. But yeah, it's also the second version of the team. I had another version, but I forgot what it was. Anyways, but the AB Kang really stuck to me, and I was also facing a lot of rain. This is why I kind of deterred from using Houndoom. I was facing a lot of rain, so I really wanted to make a foolproof team that against rain. So I added a Gastrodon there. So yeah, a Gastrodon is just excellent against the rain matchup. Anyways, I kind of went back onto another archetype of team top Moth minus top and plus Rue. Yeah. Top Moth, or Kang Moth rather, just such a good team, man. This team, I don't regret using it. Using it, I just regret some of the plays that I made and some of the hacks that happened. I could have probably played it differently, but yeah. Anyways, let's just not talk about it right now. Let's talk about this here. So yeah, Kangaskhan Venomoth was the idea, and for Hitmontop and Volcarona was the idea, and I just kind of adapted this to this new metagame, and was Venomoth and Kangaskhan. It's just so good because Kangaskhan with inner focus always gets a fake out of no matter what, and yeah. Well, we will look into this team a little more in depth in just about a minute, or in a couple of seconds. Let's have a look at Kangaskhan first. Kangaskhan Assault Vest, Fake Out, Double Edge, Sucker Punch, and Power Up Punch with the Inner Focus ability. Inner Focus was really crucial because there are faster Fake Out user such as Raichu and Weavile, I guess. Yeah, these are the only two that come to mind right now. And yeah, you really want to get off your Fake Out or just get off a heavy hit with Double Edge or Power Punch your Weavile so that it is in Sucker Punch KO range or stuff like that. So Inner Focus was really cool, really good. It was better than Scrappy, I think, because there weren't really that many ghosts, because Kangaskhan really wasn't the threat to look out for in this metagame. There were others like Scizor and Azumarill to look out for, so Kangaskhan kind of got neglected, so ghost types kind of didn't do that well. So the EV spread, not really much needs to be said. I have 252 HP attack, Mad Adamant Nature with max speed. Not regretting anything, because I went with Adamant Nature because it only has 95 base attack, and I really wanted, or 90 base attack, I don't remember. And I have so many ways to influence the speed of the opponent with my team that it really doesn't matter that I am not Shelling. And Kangaskhan speed ties weren't the thing, so yeah, there's that. Next up on the list we have Moth. I almost said Math, but it's annoying as Math, and it can be as annoying as Math, but also as beautiful as Math is. Anyways, Life Orb, Tinted Lens, Quiverdown, Spark Blast, Slash Bomb, and Protect. I chose Tinted Lens over Compound Ice because I'm not sleep powdering anything around here. I was just aiming for the damage, the raw damage I put that one Venomoth can do, well, with 90 base special attack that is, and that's all I really wanted. And yeah, and Bug Buzz and Slush Bomb, aka Bug and Poison type coverage, isn't really the coverage you're looking for, but with thanks to Tinted Lens you're actually hitting some things hard, or at least you're hitting basically everything neutrally except for like Charizard and yeah, that's it, and Moltres, I guess. Yeah, next one on the list is Gastrodon, which saved me in so many rain matchups. And also it helped against Azumarill because Azumarill couldn't output Jet, so I could just beat it down, protect my Gastrodon, hit Azumarill, and then next turn and withdraw Gastrodon, for example. So because he doesn't see me withdrawing Gastrodon if he has an Azumarill on the field, you know what I'm saying? So I can't get 3 turns from this withdrawing and attacking the Azumarill and doing mind games like that, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, the Rhino Berry is also crucial in the rain matchup because Ludicolo was quite a lot seen, and I could survive like Energy Ball, Giga Drain, and other things, and Icy Wind into your opponent, so that my Venomoth is after just +1 faster, even though I was quite a lot of time after only one Quiverdown's faster than my opponent was, so I don't know what was up with that, so I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, also Icy Wind over Ice Beam, I'm never going back again onto Ice Beam. Icy Wind is just so good on Gastrodon. What I would maybe change in this set is the Recover over Protect, but Protect was really necessary sometimes. But also recover would have been nice on some other cases, but I think protect is the superior option here. Then the EV spread, I just copy pasted the EV spread that was in the, what's it called, Nugget Bridge damage calculator. I guess you could have adjusted it because Kangaskhan double edge isn't a thing anymore, but make a Kangaskhan double edge it is, because Kangaskhan, as we know, is a thing. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I could have adjusted it, but this EV spread serves me well, I think. Next up we have Big Bird, Zapdos, which is really good. Even if it has no bulk, it really survives a lot of attacks, especially with Citrus Berry, and gets off its hits. Now, I didn't use Hit Power Ice in the tournament because I couldn't get my hands on a timid HP Ice Zapdos, so I just ran a Heat Wave, and that was also okay. Now, I didn't choose to run Tailwind because I chose to run Thunder Wave because I had my Salamence as an option with Tailwind, and I'm really feeling like Thunder Wave is sometimes superior to what's it called, Tailwind, because it lasts the entire battle or until the Pokemon is knocked out, and it also has the nice chance of him not moving 25% of the time. Yeah, and also a Roost, just a boost, I guess, to gain more HP. Then we have Salamence with the Focus Sash. Sometimes I really wanted a Life Orb, but its damage output is also already really good, so Focus Sash was kind of necessary to get off that one Tailwind turn, or just to get Protect on the Fake Out and then get at least a Tailwind off, and then maybe also a Draco Meteor the next turn in case the opponent hasn't double targeted my Salamence. Basic EV spread and Draco Fire Blast, pretty good, pretty standard, I would say. And then Metagross. In the tournament I ran max speed and max attack because I didn't have the time to re-EV my Metagross anyways. And then here Lumberry, Iron Head, Sandbite, Headbutt, Ice Punch. You could argue that I should have run Assault Vest, and sometimes I kind of missed the special bulk, and sometimes I really missed Bullet Punch in this set, but to kind of confront Weavile, because as you can see my team has no Weavile switch-ins and no Weavile resistances whatsoever, so my best play was kind of Kangaskhan to take it out, which I kind of did. Yeah, most of the time, but sometimes Weavile would just tear apart my team. What else is there to say about this one? Oh yeah, it's also my only fairy resistance and hits fairies pretty hard with Iron Head, yeah, most of the time. That is, yeah, that's it. Lead options, yeah, I basically almost always led Kangaskhan because Fake Out pressure was such an imminent threat to my opponent, and I just used, I was just, Kangaskhan would just force either the double protect or something, but then again, or how can I word this? Kangaskhan just with this Fake Out pressure would lead my opponent to making plays that were predictable. And also by the part of my team is that I have so many ways to control the speed of either my mons or his opponent's mons. Like I have either Ice Wind or Tailwind, Thunder Wave, as well as Quiver Dance. So many ways to boost speed and set the tone right from the beginning of the game. Also I have Gastrodon to save myself from water type attacks, and also to kind of force my opponent to make predictable plays. Yeah. Now, so how did the tournament go? Well, the tournament didn't go so bad. I ended up on 1311th place with 16 points. I really could have done better, but yeah, I guess we just are here where we are. I didn't even get first place in my country because of 1 point, so which is kind of embarrassing because yeah, I don't know. I really expected to do better. Like I practiced so long for this game, for this tournament, but then my game was just on these days not on point. I kind of am blaming some games on hacks, like Smeargle hacks me out one game because I just couldn't hit it because it got multi boosts, and yeah, and it's dark voided all over me, which was kind of embarrassing, and also Draco not being 100% accurate kind of made my day bad. But yeah, we aren't here to complain, we are here to look into the future, and in the future I am seeing a what's it called, a Kalos Classic, in which I will participate again, and also in other tournaments I will participate and do a tournament report of, and I will show you, and then hopefully I will improve in the day. In that case I will improve, I hope. I don't know how to work this. I hope I will improve and I can show you the growth, and we can improve our games, both you and I. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope I see you next time. I hope you had a fun time. I know I had my fair share of fun. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.